Want to share something quite game changing today. I've been obsessed with productivity, GTM methods and Trello Kanban boards and getting shit done, writing down everything, the second brain, Tiago Forte and all of these guys, and something very, very important that I want to share today, and that's been the breakthrough for me in terms of productivity is stop friggin' writing down things and getting these things lost. You don't need a friggin' system to keep all of these things if you execute on them immediately. So the GTM method, there's this thing, it's 3 minutes. If it takes less than 3 seconds, do it. Or if it's less than 3 minutes, do it. That was one law of get things done, GTD, that most of us forgot. And that thing right now that I'm sharing my screen here, I use Apollo, right? For pretty much, well, a bunch of things, my newsletter, outreaching to people, getting invited to podcasts, for example. First, there's always an after funnel to everything. The first time you meet someone is just the beginning, it's just the seed that will eventually grow into a tree over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years if you do follow ups and if you do stay in touch with that person. That's the goal, staying in touch with that person, fight for that person's attention. Anyway, the point of that video is not even that. The point of that video is stop writing down things, and execute immediately on them. If you have an idea, execute on it and find a system. It may be, I don't know, you might be a LinkedIn outreach person, or I don't know what you do. Me, I do cold emails. So everything, most of my productivity is logged when I am on this little app called Apollo.io. And I found out that instead of just writing down stuff and having these things lost, I will just start the campaigns on Apollo and I will test my concept, my idea immediately. Because we all forget about ideas, they age out and they rot and we just forget them. Why not do them instantly? Obviously, you need to superate the ego part with the cold email, right? Oh, I'm scared to send this idea of mine. I think it's silly. I think it's silly. No, wait until the market think it's silly and multiple people think it's silly and you don't get traction. But yeah, shortcut this and shortcut the idea process. I could show you my Trello. It has literally 10,000 cards inside it, 10,000 or more. Um, and yeah, this somehow got lost. I might revisit it one day. I might one day send an AI there and tell the AI to just order all of that. I'll actually do that. And yeah, prioritize it, structure it, and so forth. But yeah, short term, it's lost. These ideas are lost. And yeah, I might remember some of them and execute on some of them. But one game changing thing this year that I've done is short circuit the time between idea and action. Ideas are worth nothing. Action is worth a little bit of something, especially if it returns positive feedback. So take that one in note, guys. Like specifically here, I just noted like, oh yeah, get me invited after funnel. I wrote this down on a sheet of paper right here. I was like, no man, let's just do it. It's fast, it's quick. I'll just activate it. And next time, even if there's errors in it, I'll find out with time, obviously, with a bunch of feedback loop mechanisms that I have. Well, this one's executed, it won't rot on this piece of paper and be forgotten forever. Execute on it, execute on stuff, find a technology that will allow you, in my case, 80% of the ideas or the notes that I write on piece of papers are business oriented. So this is business right here. This Apollo thing. It allows me to reach anyone, anywhere, anytime, and test out my ideas to see if they're good or not. And it's more. It's obviously more than business, right? Like I'm getting invited to mindset podcasts, getting myself invited to health podcast, digital nomad podcasts, and so forth. And yeah, I want to share some wisdom out there. So it's pretty much like completing myself. It's a part of me. So shortcut the circuit of idea and action.